It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. Welcome, everybody, to the Bead. I'm Alex. That's Abby.
Hi.
We're going to show you our monthly fun pack for this previous month. If you haven't yet signed up for the monthly fun pack that we do every month, it's only $30 if you sign up for the subscription, or $35. You get much more value in beading goods, but it's a subscription service, and we send you fun stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's a fun pack.
Yeah.
You get it? It's a fun pack.
So
we're a pack of fun.
If you're like, where in the world can I get this fun pack of fun? Alex is going to drop the link to.
It's in
it's in the description, but Alex is also going to drop the link to the monthly fun pack in chat. So like Alex said, it is $35, or if you subscribe monthly, it's $30. So you save $5 a month for subscribing. And there is well over $35 worth of value.
$1 million
each month. So we always pick our favorites that go along with a specific theme.
What up?
This month's theme is Harvest Afterglow. So it's like dramatic, moody, dark fall vibes. So we've got a lot of emerald greens, browns, mustards, brass, olive tones, bronzes, just really good pumpkin colors too.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know in chat if you are already a subscriber, and if so, if you've gotten your fun pack already.
Coral asked, do you have any of the harvest left?
Yes, I think we have 2 left. So send us a message on Facebook or through our website, and we can get you an invoice. But just for clarification, for anyone who's new to these streams or new to our monthly fun packs, this is last month's pack. This month's pack was already sent out. So if you order through the website, you are pre-ordering for next month's pack. So it's always a fun surprise to get it in the mail. And then we do a reveal. Oftentimes it's in a stream. Sometimes either me or Becky will post project ideas and kind of like a general overview or
hi Rosalinda,
little mini tutorial.
Kim, how y'all doing?
In our Facebook group. So if you're not a member of our Facebook group, it's just called the Bead Place Facebook group. So real easy to find it.
Join
it, because occasionally we'll share stuff to that group that doesn't get shared elsewhere. And then it's really fun to see what other people create with their goodies from the monthly fun pack. We had a lot of great pictures last time around from the Halloween monthly fun pack.
Yeah, so to that point, if you've already gotten your monthly fun pack, or when you get it and you start making cool designs with it, pop it on in the group, show it off.
Yeah.
Let us see what you're doing, because we love seeing what everybody's, Abby picks out what is in the monthly fun packs, but when we ship it off, well, yeah, just not me, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Alex is the only one that doesn't make stuff for the monthly fun pack.
I'm here for this, but like this whole thing, the way you're seeing us, that's me. Anyways, my point is, we send them out and we don't really often get to see what folks make with all the fun stuff that's in the monthly fun pack. So yeah, we really would like to see your designs and stuff, and show it off.
Yeah,
show it off.
Hi, Ann.
Got yours a couple.
Hey,
haven't opened it yet. We'll open it up, Rosalinda.
Oh, yay. Hey, Terry. I was going to try to sneak a note on your invoice, but it got packed up before I was able to write a note on your invoice. But I was going to say, man, you just buy me a plane ticket and I'll be at your doorsteps.
And before we do get started, make sure to like the video, heart it if you're on Facebook, and share it, of course, with all of your Facebook friends and on all your social media platforms. That's how we grow this little stream, this little fun stream that we do every week.
Wee little stream.
Also, if you're not yet following us on Whatnot, make sure to join on there. We go live every single Friday at 6 p.m. Central. So join with that link. If you use that invite link, you will get $15 towards your first purchase on Whatnot. Again, we go live every single Friday, the Bead Place over on Whatnot. It's a pretty fun platform. It is specifically for
like mobile.
Your phone, But
Terry says plane trip could be arranged. Glad to hear it.
But yeah, nothing to it but to do it. So let's get into it.
One more thing before we switch. Nope. Do not transition.
I said it.
So tonight, not only are we going to be going over what's in the monthly fun pack, but we're also going to be showing you how to make a pair of asymmetrical fringe earrings using some of the unique components that are in the fun pack. And then, my opinion, the most fun part of the night is that we are going to be giving away one of our monthly fun pack items. If the winner already is a subscriber and already has this fun pack, we will of course we'll find another fun prize for you and make sure you love it. But the prize from our giveaway from Bead Extravaganza on Sunday is going to be announced today at the end of the stream tonight, and it is one of the Harvest Afterglow monthly fun packs. So
right on, dude.
All right, now you can switch to hand cam.
Let's get some more likes though.
We're not switching until all of you have liked.
All 23 of you.
So Debbie says, what happens if I did that and then didn't receive the $15 off on the Whatnot app? Message Whatnot customer service and they will make it right. We have had, I think, 2 people out of 400 say that they have not received their
it takes a little bit of time too. It's not like,
oh no, it should be instantaneous off your first purchase.
It's clearly not.
I'm just saying when
it should be.
Yeah. But anyway, they'll make it right. Just let us know you signed up using our link and you didn't get the credit.
Yeah. Debbie, and if you have to like proceed to checkout, I think, to apply that discount. Anyways, yeah, reach out to Whatnot customer support.
They're great. They'll make it right.
But yeah, let's flip flop over here. Bada bing, bada boom.
Flippity flop.
And
okay, so tonight we are going to be showing you how to make the other side of this really fun asymmetrical fringe earring. And I just want to show you a couple project ideas real quick. Let me move my light down so you guys can actually see what I'm trying to show you here.
Hi, Janie Ann. How are you doing tonight? Welcome on in.
Is that better?
I can't really tell.
Okay. So let's unpack the fun pack, shall we? Here, I need this mat. Thank you.
You have the banner up there, so.
Oh, so I need to make sure
to aware of it.
Okie doke. I can do that. I gotta move this up so I can see where I am. Okie doke. I thought I was ready. Now I'm ready. Let me scooch my mat up.
Nothing to it.
Oh, awesome. Sally says, Whatnot customer service is great. Definitely reach out to them. They are fantastic. Okay, so look at this cute little bag. My mom sourced these fun little canvas bags. And then Becca and I did some fun fall color stenciling on them with glitter. Each one is unique. So inside the monthly fun pack, you will have a wrapped up fun little pack of beads. Let me turn my light up real quick. Oh, it's all the way, baby. Let me turn it this way so I can see. Awesome. Okay, so inside your pack of beads is a bunch of little bags. And we're going to go through and tell you what these bits and baubles are. So in one of these bags, you will see that you have beautiful emerald colored, really high-end tiger's eye beads. That emerald color is not coming through on the camera, is it? I promise they're beautifully emerald green. We also have 2 check glass melons in this great kind of aeronite antique bronze color. Super, super
Kim
pretty.
Said, I've been wanting to buy your fun packs. Do you have a Christmas themed one coming out?
So we do not how do I answer this? We don't have a I'm trying to figure out a way to say it without spoiling it. I'll loosely describe the theme. We don't have a specific Christmas one coming out, but we have something that is kind of winter and holiday themed, if that makes sense. So that'll be coming up very soon. So we also have this awesome etched lined bicone check glass bead here. gorgeous. And then we have some really fun, unique check glass beads in this mix. We have these really fun table cut elongated ovals with the Picasso finish on the side, this gorgeous bright kind of melony orange color. You also get a bunch of 8mm pyrite coated, kind of like splatter coat droop beads. Oh, I missed one. Hold on. So you get these beautiful kind of green bronze 8mm drooks. And so these are actually Czech drooks. That they are, it's a German word. They were originally German glass, but now they're manufactured in the Czech Republic.
Coral said, well, that was weird. I just got a commercial. Yeah, YouTube now does not allow us to pick when the commercials come, when the ads come. So
oh, they don't? That's a bummer.
They just changed it, yeah. So you might be getting some of those tonight.
Yeah.
It literally just happened too. They're not allowing creators to place their own ads anymore.
If you want to watch ad-free, I would say head on over to Facebook. I know that the stream quality is a little lower on Facebook. But those interruptions sure are annoying, especially when we get to the demo part. Yeah. So we have these gorgeous little 6mm faceted Picasso rondelles in this mustard color. Super pretty. Bunch of those to play with. One of the things that I was most excited about in this particular kit, I've been waiting to use these. Look at these antique bronze tiles. They have this gorgeous kind of like, yeah, so it's like a tulip, but to me it kind of looks like wheat.
Wheat?
So I was really excited to use these little tiles
in these designs. On Facebook.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it. Sometimes Facebook, depending on your connection to Facebook, it'll get kind of grainy.
Well, and YouTube is a video platform. Facebook is not.
Yeah.
So YouTube is certainly optimized for all things video.
All right. In our next bag, we have some really fun bits. We have more of these incredible handmade Javanese resin half moon beads.
Can I move?
So we've got these little half discs or half coins. And I just love this color. I've been waiting to include this. And I'm excited to show you guys the earring idea that I have for these. All right. And then the other ones in that bag, we have these incredible
sounds good,
pressed
Debbie.
Kind of pea green and rust check glass tiles. And they're just so fun. I love them. What?
My pea's yellow.
Stop it. You need to drink more water then. We don't talk about that on the internet. Okay, I'm not going to dump these out because I'll make a mess. But you can see that we've got these beautiful hay colored. So it's like a light gold, kind of like metallic hay colored, lined clear fire polish beads. So you get a little bag of those.
Very nice.
Super pretty. And then you get 2 different colors of we got more of these in because we loved them so much. So we got more for these monthly fun packs. You may have seen us use these before, and we thought that they were perfect to include in this monthly fun pack. So we have the copper and bronze color of the jewel chisel honeycomb 2-hole beads.
Those are cool.
They are cool. So cool. And I'll show you guys my project with these also. So next we have this really pretty etched and pressed check glass coin bead. How gorgeous that is. So pretty. So this can be used as a clasp or as a statement bead on your bracelet, or you can dangle it down as a charm. I love to use these as a clasp, and I'll show you an idea for that a little bit later on. You also get 5 of my favorite cut of these vintage check glass cathedral beads. So I love this little squiggle cathedral bead. And these are vintage, baby. Very, very old.
Single stitch.
All right. So you get a very full pack of Oh, well, you can't see what that is. Let me pour some into my hand. We did a custom seed bead mix for this. We have some Mayukis. We have some Javanese glass. We have some Czech. Just gorgeous seed beads. Some are striped, some are dual color, some are solid. Very fun. You get a whole big full bag of them, and that's what we're going to use as the fringe tonight on those fun fringe earrings.
They are nice colors.
They are. I love them. And then the last bag in our monthly fun pack, you get a beautiful Kenyan bone vintage trade bead. Gorgeous. And then you also get 2 vintage horn discs. So these are hand cut. Each one is slightly different. We did our best to pair them for you. However, I do want to let you know that because they are hand done, your pairs might not be exact, but that's kind of the fun of it. So these are horn, and they are this beautiful kind of like dark brown black color, and we just thought that it was perfect for this mix.
Perfect.
Phenomenal. All right, so while I get this out of the way, Alex, if you would not mind dropping the link to the monthly fun pack one more time for me.
Do that.
Thank you.
Bada boom.
And then let me just kind of scoop some of these bad boys up and move my mat out of the way.
Hey, thank you everybody for watching. We got about 30 people in here.
Oh,
well, of course,
awesome.
when I say that, our viewership drops a couple. But yeah, thank you. That's pretty. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
So whether you're watching passively and you just have us on in the background, or you're paying attention super intently, we appreciate it. And if you are new to the stream, like I said at the top of the stream, we do stream every Wednesday here on Facebook and YouTube, and then every Friday on Whatnot, Facebook and YouTube. But if you want to be a part of the action on Fridays, you do have to be on Whatnot to make purchases. And it's really just the best viewing experience because it's a vertical show where this is a landscape, and horizontal, it's vertical because it's a phone-based platform. So
yeah.
Anyway, okay. I just wanted to say thank you. I know I'm like always promoting things and telling you to buy stuff, but we do appreciate you guys.
Alex, I appreciate you filling the time where I cleaned up. So
well, Matt, you forget to promote yourself.
That's true. So I wanted to show you, I started a really fun beaded necklace.
It's done. That's movie magic, baby.
I started a really fun beaded necklace, and I just wanted to show you some ideas for how you can use some of these beads. I know that sometimes square beads are difficult to figure out what to do with, but when you've got kind of unique colors and kind of dark, dramatic, tonal type things, it's really fun to just create these little blocks or sections of design. And so I'll probably continue on with more like of this color scheme up here, or I might even just connect it to some dark chain and just call it done. But I just thought that this was a really fun design using the bone bead in the middle. And I wish I would have brought a bead stopper back here with me.
Kim says, wow, beautiful.
Thank you.
Our beautiful selection. And Anne says, wow, that's pretty.
Thank you.
Those cathedral cut beads are my fave too.
Oh, they're just so pretty. I know.
Melissa McDonald.
Well, what am I going to do with this? Why didn't I bring a bead stopper?
That's like a comic booky name. Like Peter Parker.
Here, scooch. Thank you. Okay, so next, I wanted to show you my idea for what I did with the jewel chisel beads and then some of the tiles. So you can create stretchy bracelets with just a little seed bead in between each of the jewel chisel beads. But I thought it would be really fun to do a cuff bracelet. So I used some 24 gauge wire and used some of those hay colored fire polish from the monthly fun pack, and I just kind of strung through each, and then I crossed the wire in the back, and I used the tiles from the bag as well to, let me put my hand behind it. How am I going to do that? Like that maybe. So I used some of the tiles to kind of act as like a terminator on the end of it. And then I just curled my wires at the end. Now I did have to work harden this 24 gauge wire a lot before doing this. I probably should have used 22 gauge wire, but I had 24 in front of me. And so that's what I used. But just keep in mind, if you replicate this project, you will probably need to work harden your 24 gauge wire significantly. Or what you could do is hook a jump ring in between these ends here. So you see that loop at the end there? You can hook a jump ring right in there. And then you can actually use this as like a button clasp. So it'd be really cool to tie a piece of cording on one side of the jump ring and then have this be a button that goes through the cord. So these loops, like these curled ends, allow you to do that. And I just love how this is kind of like the perfect size for these two. I'm sorry that that keeps trying to focus down here. Alex, if you could watch for spot focusing, I would appreciate it. So it just kind of acts as like the perfect size to finish it off.
It's doing pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
All right. So the other project that I did that I wanted to show you guys was these earrings. And so I didn't finish them because I wanted your input. I have the cathedral beads at the bottom. Oh, wrong way.
You got it. There you go.
So I have these cathedral beads at the bottom, and then the resin half moon, and then the little pressed tile, and the kind of mustard / pumpkin squash colored rondelle at the top. And I wanted to ask your opinion, what ear wire you would like on these if they were yours. Let me grab my pliers real quick. So I brought 3 different ear wires with me, and I just kind of was hoping that, I don't know.
Sally says, love the bracelet. Great idea on the clasp too.
Thanks.
Terry says, those are so cute.
All right, Alex, I can't really put a hand behind this, so I need you to go in and focus for me.
There you go.
So I was wondering if you guys thought that I should use this ear wire. This one might be my favorite, but it's kind of hard to pick. So I've got that one.
Antique brass is the first vote.
They're all antique brass.
Oh. Well, I know nothing.
I've got this one, which I also love because it kind of keeps that shape transition flowing. I just think that looks really pretty. Oh, I got to bring it down. Why didn't you warn me, Alexander? I blame you.
Earrings
so that one, this is number 2.
Vibe.
Yeah.
The Jetsons.
And then I also have this one, this hammered paddle. And I wish that I could get this light in the right spot. It's like we moved back here because we thought it had better lighting, and now I'm struggling to get the light on this stuff. So number 3. Okay, so I wonder, give me just a moment to try something.
Number 2, says Terry. First one, says Debbie. All right, keep the votes coming. Suzanne says 2.
Oh, that's terrible.
So we got 2 for 2, 1.
I should
3
not
for
have
2,
done that.
1 for 1. Scarlet scale of 1, 1. So now we're tied. Darn
I'm
it.
gonna bring the light up a little bit
3
more.
for both. Who's gonna break the tie? Who's gonna? We got 28 folks watching. Come on, let's take a vote. 2. That's 4 for 2. 5 for 2. 4 for 1. 2.
Missed some options. Okay, Debbie, let's review.
2. Okay.
We've got.
I think we're gonna call. I like 3.
Option
I didn't even know
1.
3 was an option.
So we've got option 1 is this disc ear wire. Option 2 is this kind of like lacy netted one. Ooh, we are really laggy tonight. What is the deal with that? Are you guys seeing like a laggy stream? Like, are my hands just kind of bopping all over the place?
I mean, they're doing that regardless. But yes, there is a slight. All right, so it looks like there's about 6 or 7 for 2, 4 or 5 for 1, and 1 for 3.
And then here's 3.
I think it's probably 2. Yes. Just a little laggy. Oh, okay.
Well, that's good. At least it's only a little bit laggy. Okay.
1. Okay, so I still think 2's in the lead by maybe 1 or 2. 2.
Okay, 2. So two's the winner.
Alrighty.
Ding, ding, ding. Let's make them real quick.
Nothing to it but to do it.
All right, let me scooch these guys out of the way. And then Alex, if you could go into the artisan pewter section of our website and link the ear wire that I'm using.
Wow.
That would be phenomenal. I'll move the light up so I can see what I'm doing.
Where is it?
Go to shop. Then go to artisan pewter. And then, oh, okay. You find them then.
Where are they?
Well, I was gonna tell you how to find them, but
do it.
Okay, give me the mouse. I'll just do it. Sorry, guys. 1 second.
Gosh, this is terrible TV. This is terrible radio. Check out our new podcast, the Bead Plays Podcast.
Okay, here they are. Those ones right there.
We should do a podcast where we just
I just complain.
Yeah, you just talk smack the whole time.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I just created an open loop on this because I wasn't sure what ear wire I was going to be using. So all I'm really going to do is just open that open loop, and I'm using my chain nose pliers, and I'm just pulling it open sideways like that. And I'm just going to string that right into this cute little ear wire that Alex just linked in the chat.
Suzanne said, I joined late. Will the next pack be Christmas themed?
Not necessarily Christmas themed, but we'll have winter theme without giving away too many spoilers. Oh, that's so cute. Look at that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, good job, guys.
Do you love it?
I love it. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. This feels so backwards to me because normally I do wrap loops with earrings, and then I'm opening the earring finding. But with this, I'm opening the head pin and hooking it into the earring finding because these earring findings, the loop is closed. So you either add them in using your head pin as you wrap or as you create the loop, or you use a jump ring to attach whatever you're attaching. Oh, these are so cute. I'm gonna get my ears pierced just to wear these.
Hello, Vicky.
Look at
Welcome
that.
On in.
So cute. So shadowy. Sorry it's so shadowy, guys. It just adds to the drama of this monthly fun pack. Okay, those are super cute. Great job, guys. All right, let's make some fringe earrings. Move your elbow, please. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to pull my materials off to the side that we will need, and I will swap out trays. How many of you in chat have made fringe earrings before? Let us know. Let me scooch my... Why did I get all of these horn things? I'll just grab one and leave the other ones over here. Okay, so Alex, can you set this over there on top of your comic book, or maybe even just like on the floor?
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh, that's why I didn't want you to do that, because now we have a mess.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so
It's kind of wonky.
Rosalinda has, Kim has, Suzanne has. Awesome. Did you use size 11 seed beads or size 8s, or what kind of beads did you use? And then also, were they all the same size? Sandra says, love fringe earrings. Awesome. Me too. Okay, so I'm going to grab out one of my horn pieces This is the vintage horn disc that we talked about earlier. I also have one of my tiger's eye rounds in there. And I'm going to set my other ones to the side. And then I also need one of these cool melon beads from the monthly fun pack. And then what I'm going to do is, let's see. Alex, can you read comments to me as I go? Because I'm not able to see them.
Bugles, though.
Oh, bugle beads. Awesome.
I love bugles. I put them on my fingers and I eat them.
We don't eat the beads.
Oh, you're talking about beads?
The beads. Yeah, bugle beads are like those long ones.
Like onion tasting
bugles. I know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the seed bead mix. This is half of the seed bead mix. Alex, can you spot focus for me throughout this? Because I don't know what is going on here. You move it closer. Thank you. So this is about half of the seed bead mix. The other one went into the earrings that, or the first earring that I made. And so I'm going to dump the rest of my seed beads out. But one thing that I want to do before I start having fun is I'm going to pull out the beads that I know I need to finish the project. So for me, I've got 2 little beads that I've used kind of as spacers or stop beads. One of them is one of these kind of like bronze colored size 8s that I've used right here to stop my tiger's eye bead from coming off the end of the fire line. And then I also have one of these kind of dual color beads right here underneath the melon. So I've pulled my dual color bead off to the side, and I've pulled one of my bronze beads off to the side. And that's just going to make sure that I don't forget to leave those out. We're not going to have perfectly uniform earrings here, but I want at least those parts to be the same. That way it kind of ties them together. So I'm also going to set my tiger's eye to the side and my check glass melon to the side. And I'm only for now going to be working on the horn piece and then my seed beads. So I have a big eye beading needle, and Alex is about to link those in chat. I'll do my own focusing. I guess I won't. There we go.
Remember, you can touch that.
I can't reach that. The table's too far away, or the camera's too far away. So anyway, I have a big eye beading needle. What's cool about a big eye beading needle is that the whole entire middle of this needle opens to allow you to thread whatever kind of thread you want. And so it's great for anyone who has limited dexterity or eyesight that doesn't quite allow for traditional needles to be threaded, or for people that just want to get the job done like me. So I have some 8-pound fire line here. Alex is also going to link 8-pound fire line in chat for you. You could use 6-pound if you want. I just like 8-pound because I like to not have to go through things multiple times. A lot of times for lightweight beads, like if I was using size 11s for my fringe, I would not be using fire line. Actually, I'd be using something like Nymo or Eslon. But when I have heavier beads and when I have a mixture of sizes of beads, I like to use fire line because it makes it a little bit easier for me to design. So the reason why I would not like to use fire line for fringe if I am using size 11s is because lightweight beads like that can start to feel kind of stiff with your fringe. But for designs like this, where I want it to kind of sit out a little bit and kind of almost look like a feather, I like the fringe to be a little bit stiffer. That way this doesn't like fall down in front. So with this, I like a stiffer fringe. Does that make sense in chat, guys?
Makes sense to me.
Awesome. Let's see. All sizes, even a 15 between the 11s. Hi, Deanna. Theater says, sometimes I like a stiff fringe instead of a flowy one. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's different applications for different types of fringe. I totally agree. Let me scooch that out of the way. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to anchor on to our horn. So I've threaded my needle about 1/3 of the way down my fire line, and I'm going to take the tail end and I'm just going to tie it onto the horn piece. So I've just gone through it. Alex, I need you to spot focus me if you don't mind, because this is teeny tiny stuff. Thank you.
That's good to me.
Well, now it does, but okay. So I'm just going to tie a square knot that includes this horn piece. You can use your favorite way to attach it. We're just going to do a brick stitch setup. There are lots of different ways to get set up with this, but this is the way that I think is the easiest for a project like this. So I've just tied that right on there. And then I'm just going to do one more time just so that you guys can see what I'm doing here. But with something like this, usually one knot should be just fine. All right. So, hey, can I have a little bit of elbow room? Thank you. Terry asked, did you say how long the fire line is? No, I didn't. I just have like almost a wingspan, but not quite. Okay, so I'm going to trim my tail end just a little bit shorter. I'm going to wait till the very end to trim it down all the way. I just want it a little bit shorter now. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to actually pick up 2 beads. So the first one that I'm going to pick up is one color of size 8. I like to use my most kind of uniform beads as my base layer. So I'm going to pick up a bronze size 8 and then one of those emerald size 8s. So this is what I have. Alex, can you focus me, please? Thank you. And if you could just be on that screen so that they can see what I'm doing. Thank you. Okay, so I've picked up those beads. I'm going to bring that down to my work. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my horn with the needle, and then I'm going to come back down through my emerald bead. So I've gone through my horn. Alex, can you please focus the, thank you. So I'm going to go down through the emerald bead. And what it's going to do is it's going to kind of lock this bead into place. But before I do that, I want you guys to kind of be able to see what's happening as I tighten it. So I'm not going to tighten it yet. Alex, can you please focus it? Thank you. So are you guys able to see what we've got there?
Square knot or surgeon's knot? Sorry, couldn't hear.
Either way, square or surgeon's. Fire line kind of holds its own.
Did you say how long the fire line is?
I did, yeah. Okay, so now what we're going to do
Somebody asked that, by the way.
I know.
That wasn't me.
I know. I had already answered that. So I'm going to pull that tight. And we've got our first 2 beads on there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pick up another bronze bead. And we're going to slide that down to our work as well. Maybe, if I can get it down there. Okay. And next, we are going to go through the horn ring again, and then down through that bead again. So it's the same thing we did before, except we just have 1 bead on there this time. That first bead was kind of just like our setup. It just gets us anchored on, and then we pull it tight. And now we have this fun little row of beads that's starting to form here. So again, we've got the next color, which for me is emerald. And you're going to go through the horn and then down through the emerald.
Sandra says, I love brick stitch. Suzanne says, my beads from last week arrived. They are awesome. Thanks.
Yay. Glad to hear it. Thank you so much. Okay, so again, we're going to do another brass bead. We're going to go through the horn and we're going to go down through the brass bead again. And I hope this is making sense for you guys. It's kind of one of those things where it looks easy, and then when you go to do it, it's like, what am I doing? And then it kind of clicks after you do the first couple. Okay, so I'm going to do a few more of these and get my setup row done, and then we'll start adding fringe.
Kathy said, is this a kit?
Alex is actually going to link our monthly fun pack in chat. This is actually kind of like our reveal stream for our monthly fun pack that we do each month. So this, I think we have maybe one more of these left. But this is from this past month's monthly fun pack.
You can click that. Well, that'll be for next month.
Yeah, so that would get you signed up for our monthly fun pack subscription that we mail out each month. But if you are interested in any leftovers that we have from this month's, like from the Harvest Afterglow, you can send us a message either on Facebook or through our website. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got one more bead to add on to my base row. So for me, that's another bronze one. And I'm going to just go through the ring and back through the bronze bead. Oh, sorry, I wasn't on camera there, guys. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to start with my fringe. And what's awesome about brick stitch is what is awesome about brick stitch is that you can actually now start to do your fringe immediately. So you don't have to travel across or reinforce or anything. You are just ready to go. So I'm going to count the number of beads on my first one, and then I just kind of wing it from there. So we've got, let's see, we've got 2 of our little ones. So we've got 2 8s, and then we have a big bead. And I'm not going to make these symmetrical, but I at least want them to be equal in length. So then I've got a couple of my bigger ones. Okay. So let me count these beads and let you know how many we've got here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 7 beads on my first fringe, not counting my stop bead at the end. So I'm going to grab a stop bead. And for me, that's on this project, it's always going to be one of those smaller size 8s. So Alex, can you focus the screen, please? Thank you. Okay, so for me, that's this little size 8 bead here. So we're going to bring that all the way down to the bottom like this. And then I'm going to go through everything again, but I'm not going through that bead that I just added on. We've skipped this bead, so we're going to pull that up out of the way. And then I'm going to go through all of these beads again, but in the opposite direction. So I'm going down towards the horn. And I'm actually also going to include that base row bead as well. And then I'm going to pull it tight. And sometimes what happens is you're going to lose a little bit of tension here. And so the way to get that tension pulled tight again is you are going to pull tension back into your stop bead. So you're going to kind of push up on those beads and pull your stop bead out, and then pull your tail end again. And that's going to distribute the slack that's in your work. And then you're able to kind of move that slack from your base row back into your fringe. So there we go. We have a stiff little dangle. All right. So Motorcraft says, I call that my turnaround bead. Yep, definitely. That is a great little nickname for that bead. Okay, so next, what we're going to do is we're just going to continue on with our design. Actually, I'm sorry. I forgot a step. So now that we're coming out of our main fringe bead or main base row bead. Alex, can you focus it, please? Thank you. So now that we're coming out of our base row bead here, we're going to actually go back down through the next base row bead. So for me, that's this emerald bead right here. I'm going to go down through that emerald bead with my needle. Maybe if I can see it. There we go. All right, so we're going to go down the base row bead that's next in the row. And now we're ready to do another row of fringe. So our thread is coming out right there. And we are ready to fringe. So I'm going to do another 2 of my little beads. I'm going to do another big bead, another big bead, 2 little beads, and a big bead, and then a stop bead. So Suzanne says, so you're not looping over the bone, right? No, I'm not looping over that horn ring again. And a lot of people do to kind of reinforce it, but I don't like bulking up my my ring there. I just like having one thread connected. If you're using heavy beads and a thread that's not abrasion resistant, you can go in and go over that another time, but I don't feel that that's necessary for designs like this. And I think that it kind of just makes it look a little bit less uniform, if that makes sense. But I know a lot of instructions do have you do that. I just don't. You can kind of pick your own thread path with projects like this, especially when you're using a mixture of beads, because you know it'll be pretty no matter what. As long as there's beads, it's going to be pretty.
Yeah.
So I've added my stop bead again. I'm going through all of the beads again in the opposite direction. And I'll try to get a little closer so you can see, but really I just need to get longer arms.
Easy peasy.
There we go. All right. So this is what we have so far. Our thread is coming out of the top of that second base row bead, and now I'm going to go back down that third base row bead. And so it's creating this almost like arc of almost what looks like herringbone in between my base row beads. And that it's actually kind of being hidden in between the base row and the horn ring. Okay, so now we're ready for row 3. And for me, I'm going to do, again, another couple of 8s, then a big bead. Let's do a couple of big beads. How about that? And then, actually, we'll do 3 big beads. And then a couple of little beads. And a couple of big beads. And let's make sure that that length is right. Basically what I'm doing at this point in time is I'm just getting a little bit longer and a little bit longer with each fringe. And then as I get longer, or as I go farther into my design, I get like a little bit more longer, if that makes sense. So barely any difference between these first few, like maybe one bead, but then I'll do a couple of beads difference towards the end just to add a little bit of extra drama. Okay, so I've added my next row of beads. I have my stop bead on my needle. I'm going to string that down. I'm going to go back up through my row of beads. Of course, not going through that stop bead again, but going up through everything, including that last base row bead. Alex, can you focus me, please? Thank you. Okay, so going through that last base row bead again, and then pulling a little bit more of the slack out just by pulling on my stop bead and then pulling up on my thread one more time. All right, so this is what we have so far, and you can see this, you know, it kind of is a stiff fringe, and if you don't want that, you can pull a little bit of slack back into your fringe just by kind of wiggling them a little bit, but don't get too far down before you go back in and kind of readjust your slack up here. I would say you only have about 2 fringes before you have lost control over the fringes before that. So I'm just going to kind of keep working on this, and I basically am going to do the exact same thing. But in the meantime, I want to show you guys, I know we don't have enough time to do the whole entire earring tonight, but I do want to show you guys how to do this top section. So I am going to take another piece of Fireline, and I always just kind of use the tail end of whatever I'm working with, if I have enough. But basically what I'm doing is I've got another piece of Fireline, and let's say I've just finished this and knotted my last piece of fringe off, kind of basically the same way that you started it. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to take my additional piece of Fireline. I'm going to string I'm going to use my one that I reserved earlier. How about that? So I'm going to use my reserved size 8 seed bead. That's that little brass one. So I'm going to string that down to the middle. Alex, can you focus me while I'm doing this? Thank you. So I've got that one down in the middle. Then what I'm going to do is take both ends of this piece of Fireline. And guys, this isn't even a foot of Fireline. You can use just like barely any Fireline for this. But anyway, I'm going to take both ends of the Fireline and I'm going to string them through my tiger's eye accent bead that I'm going to put in the middle of the horn. And so that little size 8 seed bead there, sorry, let me get my hand behind it so it'll maybe try and focus. So that'll act as our stop bead. Ow, you are on my hair. Thank you. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to string the hoop or my horn ring actually onto my piece here, just like that. And I am going to tie a square knot, and I'm going to try and get that square knot centered at the top of my little ring here so that my bead will hang down when my earring is hanging down. Because if it's off to the side, what can happen is it won't naturally want to fall exactly where you want it to fall. So you kind of want to make sure that that knot is going to be placed right at the top there rather than the front of the ring. So square knot. Then what we're going to do is combine our threads again and go through that dual bead or dual color bead. It's about the size of a size 6. And then we're going to go through the melon, just like that. Cute. And then I had a pack of itty bitty jump rings laying around here somewhere. And I'm wondering, Alex, if you can check and see if you see like a little pack of brass jump rings. Perfect. Thank you. So I have some soldered jump rings here. Well, maybe if the camera will see what it is. There we go. And then I'm going to basically just do the same thing that I did before with the horn ring, only this time I'm using the jump ring. So I'm going to string the jump ring on just onto one of them. And I'm going to tie a square knot. A lot of people, in order to get like a little bit of a cleaner look, will go in and take the needle back down and try to like hide the knot in between these two beads. But usually when I tie the knot here, it's going to kind of nestle right underneath this jump ring and kind of fall in that next bead anyway. So you can take the needles back down, or put a needle on your thread and take it back down. But I find that it's easier for me to get better tension when I just tie the jump ring on like this. So I'm just doing a couple of square knots here. You can do surgeon's knot, you can do whatever you want, you can thread zap it. This is just what I like to do. And this time I do go ahead and use a couple of knots. That way, you know, the whole weight of this fringed earring is depending on these knots to hold. And then I trust knots in Fireline, but if you don't, you can go in and add just like a baby dab of glue if you want to. So I'm going to then just go in with my cutter and trim that flush. And then we'll pretend it's movie magic and that I finished all of this fringe. And I like to align my tiger's eye bead so that this little part is centered over my longest fringe. But what's cool about this design is that before you tie your piece, you can actually decide if you want to have fringe like this that, you know, goes up on the other side, or you can make your fringe so that it is symmetrical, so that it goes short, long, short again, and you can center your little beaded post here in the middle of your fringe. I like having it kind of look like a, I don't know. Alex said it looked like a mohawk, or no, Becca said it looked like a mohawk. But anyway, I like to center it over my longest piece of fringe there. So now at this point, you're ready to add an ear wire. So for me, I just have one of our basic ear wires in antique brass. I'm just going to open that as soon as it gets focused. Maybe you guys know how to open an ear wire. You just pull it open with your chain nose pliers like that. We're going to add our earring into it and then go in and close it.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. And then we have a gorgeous fringed earring. Very, very pretty. And very, very easy too. So I love making mixed bead fringe. I think it's super fun. And I love being able to incorporate organic materials with it as well, because I feel like a lot of times we're a little bit hesitant to do seed bead work around things that aren't super uniform. It's kind of like ingrained in us to think like as beaders, we have to use like just the right size in order to make it work. But I'm telling you, you can make it work. So I like being able to use organic materials like gemstones or like the horn discs in order to create funky pieces of jewelry. And look how cute that is. I love that. My hair is a really like wrong color for this style, but I just think it's really fun to experiment and
Asymmetrical
parts and
Terry's
pieces.
Middle name, apparently.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I knew that.
Oh. What's your middle name?
Crocodile. We have our daughter convinced that my middle name is Crocodile. I don't know why we do that to her.
I had nothing to do with that. She was very angry the first couple times. The first couple times she told her, our daughter was like, no, it's not. She was very mad. It's not funny. I don't know why she's laughing.
It's funny. Anyway, so Alex is going to link the monthly fun pack one more time in chat for you guys. I have a ton of fun putting them together, and I hope that you guys have fun too. I would love to see your fringed earrings or fringed projects. If it's not beads from us, we don't care. Post it in the Facebook group.
It'd be really cool if it was beads for us.
Yeah, that'd be real cool. But we just love seeing what you guys are creating. So feel free to post your fringe projects or any of your projects, monthly fun pack projects, whatever you're working on. We want to see it. And yeah, we will be on.
Crocodile's a cool name.
I thought so. That's why I picked it. So we will be on Whatnot on Friday at 6 p.m. looking at our latest Beads for Good trunk show benefiting the Taschereau Orphanage in Mexico. Oh, giveaway. I almost didn't do the giveaway. Okay, let me pull up the giveaway and we will announce the winner from the
Great Bead Extravaganza.
Great Bead Extravaganza. Let me get there. And Alex, if you want to tell them where else they can find us while I am trying to get to that point.
Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. We had a great turnout, 30 some odd folks, pretty much the whole night. We do appreciate you all. We do this every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. We stream on Wednesdays on Facebook and on YouTube. If you're not following us on Facebook, going over to the Bead Place, join our Facebook group. It's called the Bead Place Facebook group. And if you're not subscribed on YouTube, subscribe to Abby's page. It's called Abby Berta on YouTube. And we also stream on Fridays at 6 p.m. Central on Whatnot. And if you don't know what Whatnot is, you can join via the link in the description. Use that invite link and you will get $15 off your first purchase. It doesn't even have to be with us, but as long as you're signing up for a first-time user and you're setting your account up for the first time, on your first purchase, you'll get $15 off. You can purchase from any of the sellers on Whatnot. It's a really awesome platform. It is a mobile-based platform, though. So we stream vertically. We do stream those also on Facebook and YouTube as well, but it'll be vertical. So the best way to watch is on your mobile device. And sometimes we do giveaways, and you have to be watching through the mobile version to join those giveaways. Yeah. That's Whatnot's rules. So, don't come at us. But anyways, we're about to do the giveaway. Thank you all so much for watching. We do appreciate it. It's awesome that, the word of the Bead Place is growing, I guess.
Yeah, guys, we became we became a Pokestop today.
Yeah.
Who plays Pokemon Go?
I do.
Let us know in chat if you play Pokemon Go.
Who's your favorite Pokemon?
But anyway, we became a Pokestop today, which I thought was really cool. Okay, you guys ready?
I'm ready. Drum roll.
The winner of our Great Bead Extravaganza giveaway is Terry Groniger Scott. Congratulations, Terry Groniger Scott. Oh, you guys can't see that.
Just, you need
but anyway, Terry, if you were watching, send us a message so we can make sure to get your prize sent to you. You can either send us a message on Facebook or on our website. Why was that so hard?
But yeah, thank you all so much again. Follow us on all the social medias. Follow us on Instagram at the Bead Place.
You won this, by the way.
Follow us here on Facebook, on YouTube at Abby Berta there, and on Whatnot. Check out our website, beadplace.net. Go purchase a monthly fun pack if you want.
Join our Facebook group.
But yeah, thank you all so much. Have a great week. We'll see you Friday, hopefully over on Whatnot. And until the next time, we'll catch you all on the flippy flop.
Also, sorry,
adios.
Sorry, one more thing.
Such a perfect outro.
That was really good, and I just have to flub it up. One more thing. We've gotten a lot of messages about if we still have color cube kits available. I think there was some confusion about, since we showed them on Whatnot last week, some people thought that they could only be purchased through Whatnot. We do still have color cube kits available on our website, beadplace.net. So if you watched our stream on the Great Bead Extravaganza and you didn't grab a kit yet and you still want one, They are still available in all colorways for now, but we are very close to selling out on the antique brass colorway and the antique copper colorway. Okay. Sorry.
See ya.
Okay, thanks, guys.